All right, so let me give you just a first things first, right? So here's what we're going to talk about first, okay? So Solidex, solidly Wi-Fi, and basically any Andre Congrier project is basically he's shutting it down. So I have sort of ideas of why that's happening. Me and Charlie talked a little bit in the background, but before I had the stream and everything, in terms of what I think is kind of going on. But basically, legitimately, I think it's actually he heard something down the grapevine that governments are going to start cracking down hard on crypto, maybe especially things that are running like as a security and stuff like that. And I think he's probably heading for the fucking hills, before he gets fucking like slaughtered, basically. So oof, oof. um, so basically what you need to know right now in terms of like what do you have to do, get if you're farming on Solidex, and basically if you're on Solidex, that means you're on Solidly. Withdraw your coins from the pools. You're going to end up paying someone like eight phantom per transaction, but it just is what it is. You withdraw, get your money out of those pools. Don't worry, your money's safe. I personally withdrew all my capital from there. You can. The projects won't close until April 3rd, so we have some time. So that's plenty of time and stuff like that. It's just essentially sell the sex token, sell the solid token. Personally, I move my beats over back into the beat farm over here on what's that platform called, on Beethoven X. And of course, yeah, Hex users unaffected. That's correct. Yeah, I've been trying to for an hour. Yeah, people are just waking up to it and stuff. So I mean, I got yeah, it took me quite a while. I had a lot of farms on there. I mean, I had personally maybe like 6 pools, no, 7. So I had Beats, Tarot, Solid Sex, Sex Phantom. I mean, Rap Phantom Sex, Solid Sex, Tarot, Rap Phantom, Beats, F Beats, and then I had another pool. I forgot the other pool. Which other pool was it? It just, trust me, I have a couple extra pools in there. So it took me a minute to drop all that stuff and everything, but not too shabby and stuff. But yeah, you're basically going to have to adjust your gas fees and stuff on the way and just take it up to the point where you're paying about eight phantom and stuff. So let's check it out real quick. So collect your rewards on the pools and stuff, and just sell the tokens. I've sold quite a lot of the stuff. So all the stuff that I haven't wrapped. So all those pools, what I've done is I've kept the tokens how they are, but on the Wrap Phantom side, I've kept that in Wrap Phantom, and some stuff that I had in USDC, I moved it back into USDC. I personally sold all my liquid Tarot tokens. I did sell that into USDC. I kept the Beats as Beats. I just moved that onto back onto Beethoven X where it's supposed to be, so that's fine because I'm gonna. I got some more. Oh man, there's so much to talk about. So basically, what I was thinking while moving like funds around was, okay. So basically, from what I can tell now, because these projects are out of here, Beats has now taken the front seat again with all their bribes and stuff. So we're probably going to see capital migrate over to Beats, and you can tell so when I started migrating my capital over, the APY was about 90. It's about 70% right now. So there's a lot of capital. So all the money that was over there in the Beats pools are just transferring over to back into the Beats pools, the F Beats pools on Beethoven X. So that's pretty cool. I think Beethoven X is going to end up holding up pretty well. Yeah, so all these down to 80 cents. So oof. Yeah, fucking asshole. If you actually go on the website, actually, do I have the website here? I may not actually, or actually, let me see if I do. Oh, you can't see it. I'll show you guys on another screen in a minute. But basically, what's going on is they said that someone might actually just take over the project, possibly, and stuff like that. So if I'm gonna enter in this token, it'll be like sub 20 cents, 18, 10 cents, something, a really small amount of money. Like there's no way in hell you should be buying right now. Super bad. Yeah. Basically that's my work. That's pretty much my working theory of why he just did this out of nowhere. He's like, oh my God, it's just so tough in life right now. People are bitching and stuff like that, and like about code not being done and all this other stuff. And like, no, that's not really what happened. Like if I think about this logically, well, duh. He heard something. He was like, "Oh shit," and he's just running for the hills, and so he doesn't get in trouble. That's kind of what I'm getting at and stuff. So he's closing down about 25 projects and stuff, and I'll show the tweets right now in a minute. But In this case, yeah, don't buy the dip. Fuck that. Yeah, don't buy the dip right now. We'll wait to see news, see what happens then. If things like, oh wow, okay, it's probably just going to be kept on and then extended out. But man, I feel really bad for the guys that are locking up solidly. I'm so happy personally that I waited. I was literally yesterday. The price of solidly was about $2.77 to $3.10. I was waiting for the price to actually drop down to $1 because over the next 6 weeks, the supply of solidly was going to double in terms of emissions, and then it was going to severely slow down. So I wanted to kind of get the token somewhere between the $60 to $1 range during that point. But now that basically they're closing it down, and this has now hurt the trust of the community and everything like that. That's not the case, and I'm not buying into those prices. But there's people who bought a lot of solidly for years and stuff like that to do voting. That was a very advanced strategy. I doubt any of you guys did that, especially if you guys heard my explanation of how many you would need in the first place. 1,000 minimum, just to you wouldn't have 100 transactions trying to do all these small NFT sales or transactions on Phantom and stuff. So yeah, we dodged a bullet on that one, you guys. Well, I personally don't. I think it gets away with it, but a lot of underlying products under ETH are probably going to get smacked the fuck up. I know Uniswap